Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here, and welcome to episode 11 of FTB Beyond. How you all doing today? I did a little bit of work, and I always start my episode saying I've done a little work. Mainfreak left a comment on my farm power system out here, and thank you Mainfreak, you once again saved the day. He said that these cables transfer power, and yes they do. So this one is actually hooked up. And transmitting power, and I'll show you in the controller how that's done in just a second. I want to connect up this farm to only this system soon, and then any extra power I want to export out into an energy cell down in the base. So I will be disconnecting this cable, but it's night time already. Sheesh. One of the things, so Mainfreak said about putting 2 redstone furnaces here. And then putting upgrades on them. This one here, the Trivection chamber update, which gains additional food when cooking. So what I was planning on doing, firstly I'm going to sleep because it's night time. I want to put a second culinary generator in, or I want to speed up the culinary generator. So I'm thinking we should get some grid power up and running, and get this working a bit faster. It's great. We've got a backlog of toast, so we've got that's full, and this is full, and this is probably starting to fill up. Wheat still. Oh, we're not backlogged on wheat though, so the flour is all right. But I would like to speed this up to get more power. And then we can use it as a backup power to the lava gen, which I've added that other the other dynamo in just to make it look pretty again, and it's got the same upgrades as everything else. The other thing I've done, you might have seen the cable running off in this direction. So you can see the cable running down here. It goes under the floor here, and it's connected into this interface. So that's just a refined storage interface, and I've set up a channel that dumps everything from this farm, the second farm. So all of the output from the second farm goes over there to that channel. So I'll show you in here. This is the energy channel. I've just put it on channel 8. It's basically extracting here from the generator and inserting it into all the machines. Alright, so it's actually inserting it already into the wheat farm. So all I need to do to keep it running is disconnect that cable, and we're on our way. This one here is one that extracts from the multi-farm. So this one's wheat farm and then multi-farm. It extracts from the multi-farm and puts it into that storage input, the interface. And then the only other change there was because we removed the double furnace and put the 2 furnaces in. I've named one 1 and 2, so it comes out of the sag mill into furnace 1, and then the furnaces are connected together with the input output, and then it pulls out of furnace 2 and puts it into the generator. So the actual configuration here is in at the top, out on the right, in on the right, out at the top, just so that removes that extra need of pulling out and pushing back into the furnace. So first thing I want to do is upgrade these guys. Yoink, yoink. So they now probably use more power, but they gives me the augment slot. They now hold 30,000 RF. Seems a little quicker, and yeah. Cool. So these are upgraded, ready for an upgrade, but I can't make this Trivection chamber update yet until I get silver plates. Now silver plates aren't made by a hammer, so your normal iron plate, for example, we can use an engineer's hammer and an iron ingot, and that gives us iron plates. Or we can use a compressor or whatever this compactor is. Thermal expansion compactor. Never heard of it. Anyway, I'm going to do it with the casting, the thermal Tinker's Construct casting system, which is why I have the iron plate. So out here I've thrown some silver in because we need silver for this one. But first we need the aluminum brass at the bottom. Let's put the plate in here and then make a plate cast. It'll come in handy anyway, right? Now what I want is silver. I think it's only 1 ingot per plate. Let's find out. Cool. Yep. 1. Making sure there's no bad guys around. 2. 3. And that's funny little graphic goes from this to go up full. So there's the 4. I've been running my quarry on and off occasionally. And I ran out of space again. So I had to do a bit of a storage upgrade. Trivection chamber, so requires all this stuff. And so I've already made the copper gears and the conductance coils and some bricks. 1, 2. And as it says here, gain additional food when cooking. Cool. So this will actually increase our output. 1, 2. This will increase the output of what we get per cook. It's not really a huge need, but when we do speed this up and start working elsewhere, then we will need it. As I said, I do want to connect this underneath and get rid of this cable because it's ugly and I want to make it nice and tidy. So this is going to break our little system a bit. Wheat farm. What's that one? In from wheat farm. What? I don't know what this one is. Oh, yes I do. Yes I do. This is pulling the extra seeds out. Don't worry about me. So we're going to have to redo this one. We're going to need to move this connector under there. So let's get rid of this cable. And as I said, we're already running with power from the system, so it should be fine. And then I'm going to break this one. Come here, you. And that cable. I'm going to put connector there. Cable there. Cool. And we just need to probably rename him Wheat Farm. And this doesn't do anything other than help me find out where it is in the screen here. So we want to wheat farm. I don't have any wheat on me. Makes sense, right? Right, so create, extract, wheat, insert, and then we want this channel here, wasn't it? For seeds. We want from here, we want not energy, item, extract, seeds. Insert. Cool. And then we're going to need this one to have power going in, otherwise it'll run out of power. So that's now using this setup for power. It's probably just took a little bit of a hit. That's fine. I can now cover all of this up, but I do want to, as I was saying, can't get that in there, can I? There's still a cable there. I do want to run this cable this way. And yeah, all those blocks are down there and they're going to annoy me. Anyway. Cool. So once I shouldn't have shut that door, should I? Joys. Open the door. Let's cover this back up. Bring them up. Cool. Should have grabbed more dirt. Yeesh. So once this is all covered up, we can pretty much forget about it. Until we have another issue with it. I'm sure there'll be something I've forgotten to do. Oops. Oop, too many pushes of the escape button there. I'm sure there'll be something I've forgotten to do. But in the meantime, nice and neat and tidy. Everything's working. Once this seeds overfill, we'll have an issue, I think. Some more rice. Be nice if you could allocate part of the farm to only have that, but it seems to be working well. And complete system. I should have left that uncovered. Let's work on grid power. Basically, because I want to speed up that culinary generator, I want to work on extra utilities. I want to work on getting some grid power. So I want to use the watermills because they are a really effective means of getting power. Watermill. That requires, this will give 4 GP per water block, I believe, unless it's been mucked around with. So we need resonating redstone crystal, we need some redstone gears, and we need some stone burnt. Redstone gears are pretty cheap. Stone burnt, what we're going to do is we're going to use a manual mill, and wherever it's gone, we need the cooker thing. I've gone blank on what it's called. So let's get some polished stone. Do I not have any stone in here? Or I could use normal stone. Polished stone. And we'll make a manual mill. I have no wood. Really? Really need to go and get some wood. Maybe I should have made a wood farm as well. One of them. One of them. So now I need to make stone burnt in a resonator. That's what it is. Resonator requires a block of coal. Can I do this almost? It's moved on me. A block of coal, thanks. Resonator. Let's get some more stone. Just grab half a stack. I'm going to sleep so nothing creeps up on me. I know I've got that torch downstairs which should stop things spawning, but anything's possible, right? Let's plop him there. Let's put that on top for now because this will generate 15 and we need 8. I think it's 8. Or do I have to push polished stone in here? Yes, it's polished stone. So let's make some more polished stone. Right. And then I've just got to kind of sit here and do this for a bit. Once I get 6 pieces, so it takes 8 per... I'm not actually touching anything, by the way. I've just taken my hand off the mouse. Once you start looking at this, it'll do it automatically. Once I get the 6 pieces, I'll set up my first watermill, and we will use the power from that to do this. So if you don't know much about the grid power system, it's not like an RF system. It's not one that you can just generate and store in a box or a battery or whatever. You need to be generating it at all times when something requires it. So in the case of this, if I stop doing this, then this will stop moving, right? Because it says grid's overloaded. I've got no power coming in. It needs 8 GP constantly, but I haven't got enough. So that'll go to 6.8, but it needs 8 before it will work. It's a little bit different to normal power generation, but it is quite once you get your head around it, it's quite easy to understand. Something like the Angel Ring requires, I think, 32 GP. You must always have that power or it doesn't work. So the best thing to do is generate a system that is bigger than that and that you can constantly get passive power from, really. So Watermill. So we're going to require a couple more redstone gears. So I don't know how many sticks I've got. I'm going to need at least 8 of these. Oh, cool. Watermill is here somewhere. 1, 2. Cool. Alright, Watermill. And I'm going to need some buckets of water. So I've got my infinite water source over here. So maybe I'll just put this down out here for now. Now the easiest way of placing this is like this. Put this in the middle. And this generates power on each side. So what a good way of doing things is putting water like this. And that's currently generating 14. So we've got all these multiple sides that have flowing water past it. It must be flowing water. You can't just put a block of water here. I can demonstrate that. So if I take this away, this is now generating nothing. If I put one here, it's generating 8. But let me just show you by blocking these off. It's not generating anything because the water that's here is static. It's a single block of water. But if I put one here, we'll get power because it's flowing past the side. So I think it's 4 per side, as it says in the tooltip when you look it up. It says max. It's gone here. Max power 4 GP, but it's 4 GP per side. So the easiest way of having an efficient water mill, just by itself, so it's just one, is to put the blocks of water diagonally. So this is now generating 16. And you can actually get into a nice little system where if you have a few of these diagonally, you can generate quite a lot of power just from these water mills. So as I said, the Angel Ring requires 32. That's 2 of these water mills running at full capacity, and you've got your Angel Ring worth of power. So you could see that was using power there. That's running this resonator in here. It's cooking up that stone burnt. Right. So we've definitely got enough to make a second water mill. So let's make it. I think I need more sticks. Maybe not. Let's see if we can do it. I think I needed 6 of them. 2 of them. Awesome. Second water mill. Got a little bit of stone burnt left. So hopefully what we can do here is I can show you the system of putting one here. So that's currently generating 8 because it's actually getting flow from both sides as well. Those 2 bits of water. So if I put another bucket of water here, I can take out just these 3 blocks. Look, 1, 2, 3. Right, get another bucket of water and place it here. And that's now generating 16. That's generating 16. We have 32 grid power. That is enough to fly an Angel Ring. If I want, I can put another one of these here and then dig out this and put another bucket of water and we'll have 48. Very, very simple and easy to get power if you have a little trick like this. And then you can actually expand it a fair way in different directions. It's just coming down to where you put the water source. So if I took this block out here, or you can put another water source here, it would still flow the same, but then you could also have another one over this side. So it's just ways of looking into placing it. I will make another one. I will, because I do want the overhead, but for the moment, let's look at doing a speed upgrade. I should have left that on out extra, shouldn't I? Let's go next page. Upgrade speed. So if you saw there, it uses 1 GP per upgrade. So gold ingot, block of redstone, and an upgrade base. Upgrade base is a weighted pressure plate. So look, we'll make 2 of these. We'll just see what it does. 2 of these. So that needs to go in here. This is still cooking up stone burnt, so let's just take that out for the moment. Put these in. So the resonator, as you can see, takes 8 GP to run. It doesn't matter what you put in, it's 8 GP. So there's an upgrade base. So let's have a look here. Can I now make a speed upgrade? Nope. Let's make a block of redstone. We'll make 2 actually, so we can do both upgrades. But if I do this upgrade speed, we'll have a look here. I'll take this out. I might grab just a little bit more polished stone because we're going to need a bit more. Probably don't. I've got a little bit there. Let's just grab another half stack. Okay. Alright, so you can look at this and the speed it's running. It's running alright. That's now doubled the speed, or doubled the amount of GP it's using, but it's a lot quicker. So each one you put in, I think doubles. Let's make another one of these, and we'll test it out. Alright, so it's now using 16, now using another 8. So it just increases the amount of GP required by what it would normally be using. So in the case of this, we're now running at 24 GP to do it, but it's a lot quicker. So if I take this out, you see how much quicker it's running. So this is the same as this culinary generator here. We can actually upgrade its speed, which is about here somewhere. I was close. Alright, so here's a culinary generator. It currently is putting out 56 RF tick. If we put one of these in, it should be going twice as fast. It'll also eat the thing twice as fast. But I mean, as I said, it's not 100% required yet. But this will make this generator a lot quicker. It will chew through this toast. And it should be able to keep up with anything. So we'll test that theory by making... Do I have enough? I've got enough cable. Let's make one more of the XNet connectors. What am I missing? Chest. Really? One more of these. And we'll connect it to this energy cell. That's stone burnt away for a moment. I will make a few more of those watermills. Let's head downstairs. Dig out the wall here. Okay, so I need to take this cable out. Bring this cable down. If I put a connector, it's not where I want it. That is a connector. If I put this here, for the moment, that's now, we'll make this an output, and we'll change this one to being an input. So this will be a backup power system for the main base. Any extra power that we can pull out of this culinary system will, I mean, okay, it'll only run at 640 RF tick out of here, but let's upgrade you. So you can now hold 8 million. And if we head upstairs, shouldn't have covered up those things again. Oh, it's night time. What a shock. Night time happens a bit, doesn't it? Right. Data. I may get sick of that door. Now let's have a look here. Because I want to be able to see this thing as well and what it's producing. So if I come in here, we now have this here as well. If I change this to an input, this will probably really quickly drain out. Look, so it's just dumped the power out, absolutely dumped the power, because this is almost instantaneous power generation, like power transfer. So it's now taking every bit of power and pushing it out to that battery downstairs. We can probably go down there and have a look. And it's filling up quite quick. It's not amazing, but this is just from that generator upstairs. Hopefully everything's running up there as well. We're not going to run out of power on them, but until this is full, until this will kind of struggle to keep up. But that's the other reason for the speed upgrades, right? So this is losing power. It's not quite keeping up because it's pushing it all into that cell. So I was considering adding a second culinary generator and making it so that it puts toast in both, and it only outputs the power from the second one to the base. So we've always got power for this. So I'll probably do that in between episodes. But this should be generating faster. It seems to be producing 300. Let's pull these out. So 113 RF a tick. Should only be doing 56 RF a tick. It's 113 there. 224. 336. So it's producing faster. It's now draining 2. If we make a few more of them, let's grab a few of these. I know this will use a fair bit of power, but we throw a few of them in there. What else do we need? Some redstone. Speed. Need some blocks of redstone. So let's just grab 8 blocks of redstone. Eight of them. This will just be working its way too. There's 2 already. So we'll go add 2 out here. We'll see what it does. Yoink. So we're now putting out about 500 RF a tick. 561, you can see in the tooltip there. Still not enough to put these up in power, but we're not running out yet. This one's getting a little bit low. But we're backlogged on toast and bread and flour. So we're doing all right in terms of stock of items. We just need to produce more power because I'm filling that cell up. May as well wait for the last one. Let's see what happens when we put all of these in, just for a giggle. As I said, I'll probably make a secondary culinary generator and only pull the power from that one. So we are now producing 1.2 thousand RF a tick from toast. And at the moment, it's keeping ahead. These are kind of low on power. What I might need to do is just, let's turn this off for a moment. Or is it? Oh, that turns all of channel 8 off. Let's turn that off for the moment. These should fill up pretty quick. There we go. Here comes the power in. So now that we stop feeding it into that battery downstairs. But yeah, I'll make a second one of these. You can see how much quicker it's burning through now. I'll take all them out. But that's using 10 grid power to make sure we've got tons and tons of power in here. These are now all full, and this is full. So you can see how beneficial it is to have some grid power, and how much easier it is to get lots of power from one block, really. And as I said, we're backlogged. And this sag mill up here is probably, it's getting there. So if we get some more, I don't think I've got full worms in here. If we get some more worms, this will speed this up a little bit as well. Does this pack have agricraft? Yes. So I guess we could make a sprinkler and have water sprinkling over for a bit more of a boost. And then there's also these, what is it? Actually, I don't know if it's in this one. I keep getting my packs mixed up a little. Yeah, it might only be in the Fieldcraft one with the blocks to speed up growth. Yeah, but again, I know I've done another episode on the farm, but we did throw in some extra utilities here just to show you how we can use this basic system. And I mean, we're not even using anything from here yet. I can set up canola. Wouldn't mind getting the, let's get them out of there and them. Wouldn't mind doing an Actually Additions canola power plant. We could always work on one of them next and supplement our power that way. But it's always good to have multiple ways of getting power. I mean, that lava is going to last a long time. Don't get me wrong. This lava over in the big lake that we've got is going to last a long time. And I can move the mining thing to another area. And as you've seen on my map before, we have lots of area of lava around. So I wonder how it's going. I wonder if I'll see the change yet. Let's head on out here a little bit. Probably can't because it is a long way out. So if you remember, it was all the way out here, so we're not going to see it from here. But I think I'm going to wrap up here because we are over the wrapping up point. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of a boost to the power, and thank Mainfreak for submitting the idea, I guess, because it's his baby really. So definitely is more efficient than what I came up with. I don't know why I'm getting lag spikes now. That was weird. Definitely more efficient than what I had, and come in handy as we progress. I will make a secondary culinary generator, and I'll only output the power from it, because it will basically just have the leftover wheat or leftover toast in it. And we'll use that to supplement the power. So this has always got power out here. Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Comments in the section below, and I hope you join me next time for the next episode. Thanks a lot. See you later.